This was me after every episode. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is finally out, and right off the bat I will just say, holy crap, what a season of television this was. Daredevil is my second favourite live action show of all time. That show is just perfect, amazing. Then Daredevil Born Again came along, and obviously that show had a lot of struggles and creative changes during the middle of production. So that's why the first season wasn't as good as it should have been, nor as strong. But they made the right decision with creatively rebooting that show. But since Season 2 was handled by Scarpone, Benson and Moorhead from the beginning, I did not doubt that this season would be much stronger, and that's exactly what this was. This season really does not hold back. The story is so high stakes, the tension is insane, and it is constantly brutal. I will say, with how the creators intended to top the brutalness of the original show, I don't think that's the best approach, because a lot of the brutality and increased language in this show compared to the original, I didn't think it was that necessary. But it didn't ruin the show ultimately. The action in this season is so brutal and also extremely well done. Episode 3 had an amazing one-up. It doesn't top the one-ups from the original show, of course, but speaking of that, what this season did amazingly was tying back so heavily to the original show, whether it be characters returning or threads being pulled on, or even the heart of the show feeling much similar. And this season made it clear that this show is called Born Again, not just to reference the comic book arc, or to say that this is a new chapter in Daredevil's life, but the story is also about New York being born again, entering a new era. New York feels so alive in this show, and that really helps with why the stakes feel so high. Charlie Cox is as amazing as Matt Murdock as ever, and I really love how they gave him the Shadowland suit in this season. Daredevil is at war. I really felt like he's the only sane person in the whole city in this season. He will stop at nothing to make New York a better place. He even made a big sacrifice and gave up his identity to save Karen and to save the city. I was so shocked by that, but yeah, it's really the best decision he could have made. But again, what disappointed me about this show was that it doesn't explore Matt's faith like the original show did. It only acknowledges it. But I do like how firm Matt is in his beliefs. And it's so great to see that Matt and Karen are finally together in this season. That is so long overdue. This might be the best they've ever been together. But Karen has been through so much, and there is so much tension in their relationship. Wilson Fisk in this season was just next level evil, next level unhinged. He just feels like an unstoppable villain every single episode. Episode 5 really had Vincent D'Onofrio's best performance. I couldn't have been more satisfied with how Matt took Kingpin down in the end. Bullseye is one of the best things about this show. He is as unhinged as he is in the comics, and he's a real scene stealer. I really love how this season gave Poindexter a redemptive arc. It's so relieving to see Jessica Jones back. Now, I'm not a fan of the Jessica Jones show at all, but the character is alright, and this is the most I have ever liked her. Again, this season really just made the Marvel Netflix era, which was such a good era, feel more complete. And I really love how they did something much more comic accurate with Jessica, having her and Luke have a daughter. And I can't wait to see Luke Cage and Iron Fist back in the next season. But one of my favourite things, I can't believe that Matthew Lillard is in the MCU. That's amazing. And Mr. Charles, he is the biggest standout character of the whole season. He steals every scene he's in. I really hope we see more of him. Angela's journey of becoming the new White Tiger was very well handled. The original version of Season 1 introduced a lot of brand new supporting characters, and they carried over into the revamped version of the season. And those new characters in Season 1 I did not care about at all. But the writers did an amazing job here of making all of those characters I didn't care about compelling. Daniel was a character I was always rooting for. It was sad what happened to him, but he made the right decision in the end. I never would have guessed that Heather would have a psychotic breakdown and go on to become the new Muse. I can't believe the fan theory was true. Even though it was brief, it was good to see Jack Duquesne back in this season. And this may sound sadistic, but I had never been happier while watching a TV show than I was when Vanessa died. I honestly can't even pick a favorite episode because I was just that invested the whole time. It just really upped the ante. I'm going to have to give Born Again Season 2 a 9 out of 10. It knows what makes Daredevil great. So, what did you think of Daredevil Born Again Season 2? What do you think of the original show? And what do you want to see in Born Again Season 3? Let me know in the comments below, and may the Force be with you.